Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating another layout for the My Creative Scrapbook design team, and I'm using the July 2025 main kit. This kit is awesome and so jam-packed with product, and this month it is full of the Vicki Boutin cut and paste collection. I love it so much. I'll leave a link listed down below in the description box where you can subscribe to your kit. All right, these are the photos that I want to scrapbook, and I have so many things to say about these photos. I've printed them in 3x4. I printed home on the Epson PictureMate 400, and then I matted them on some white cardstock. Now, for some reason, my Facebook has been showing me all these pictures of where to get the best tenderloins, and I found out that there is a place right here in the town that I live. And so it was raining on this day, and I thought, you know what? I want to go try one of those tenderloins. So we went to the place to get the tenderloins, and I didn't open it, but they sent me out with this giant pizza box. And when we got home, Dale captured the moment so perfectly. The picture in the upper right is me taking a look at this tenderloin for the first time. So it's huge. So what I've done off camera is I've taken that blue pattern paper from the kit, and I've cut out the center. I gutted the center. So I took my paper to 1 inch, and I cut from 1 inch to 11 inch all the way around. And then I cut the paper to 11 by 11, the one that looks like the grid paper. And then on my Cricut, I have a scribble circle that I've had in my collection for a while. And I just printed that out on some black cardstock just to give a little bit of interest. And now what I'm doing is I'm using this amazing stamp set that came in the kit. This is from, I believe, Bo Bunny. And what I want to do here is I want to use some salvaged patina ink, and I just want to add a couple places of some interest with this ink. And I think that the salvaged patina matches so perfectly to this pattern paper that I have in the background there that I used for the mat. So what I'm thinking is I want to maybe put some up here in the upper left-hand corner, and then maybe some in the bottom right-hand corner. So like a diagonal, because that's mainly where I'm thinking about putting my embellishment clusters. So every month I say, this is my favorite kit, and I'm not kidding. This month is really my favorite kit. I was so inspired to create with this kit, and I found it can be used for just anything. So if you haven't already subscribed to the My Creative Scrapbook kits, I highly recommend it. This is the main kit, but they also have a limited edition kit, an album kit, and a creative kit. So lots of different kits to fit your style. All right, so I've got my ink there, and I think that's all the inking I'm going to do. Maybe I'll put one over here to the right-hand side, but I'm thinking right now I'm going to put a little bit more on this bottom part, that's all the ink I need. And I think that by adding that cut file, it just adds just a little extra level of interest back there. Now I want to place the cut file up pretty high on the layout because prior to filming here, I did print my journaling out, and I like to print on the Avery clear labels. It's a whole sheet, and then you just go into your computer, type what you want, and then load, instead of loading paper, you just load this sheet of these clear labels. And I'll leave it linked down below as well, but that way it looks like you just typed on your paper. So before I get too far into this layout, I do want to bring in my journaling and add that so I can kind of see where to place everything before I start gluing. So I tacked down the circle, and now I've got this Avery clear label here, and I'm just going to carefully peel off the left side of it. I'm going to lift up that circle. I didn't put any adhesive on the bottom, and I'm going to burnish this in with my fingertips. And then I'm going to slowly peel back the other side of this label and burnish that in, because once you get this stuck down, it's not going anywhere. Don't try to lift it up. It will rip your paper. So it says, today we ordered 1 tenderloin to go. I waited until we got home to open the giant box to see what all the hype was about. Dale captured the moment perfectly. Holy cow, biggest tenderloin I've ever seen. Delicious. So I love that so much, and I love these photos. All right, so now I am ready to start adhering my photos down. So I can glue these down now. So I'm just gonna I want this more on the left-hand side because I'm gonna add some embellishments over there to the right, but I do want the circle to show a little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom, and a little bit over here on this left side. So there I've got my photo grid, and now I want to start adding some of these embellishments. So I found this little card that says details, and I've got these 2 tags, and I also want to use the ruler. So, you know, just kind of symbolizing that this tenderloin was huge. I thought that that ruler would be a good little element to add, and, you know, I don't know when I'd ever use the ruler, so I thought this was perfect way to bring that in and kind of demonstrate that. Now off camera, I will go in and I will distress the edges to kind of match the edges of everything else because everything else is distressed. I went ahead and, let's see, I think I tacked those down now, but I want to, or no, I just have them laying there. But I want to go in and use this, oh, I can't think of what this is called. Corner chomper, crocodile. Oh, crocodile, it's called a crocodile. And it's got the 2 different sizes to cut your circles, or you can also use it for like brads and other embellishments. So I'm going to go ahead and tack these down now. I did punch the holes because I do want to add some twine or string because I don't think any tag should be left naked. So I've got the black and the gold. So I'm trying to bring in gold kind of to match the bun. So I kind of thought that gold color. I don't have any teal in my layout at all, or in my photos. And, you know, I usually try to match my photos to the layout, but by adding the black, there's some black in the photos, the gold with the bun, I thought it would work nicely. And so it does. I think it really goes together. All right, so now I'm thinking about adding these flowers. These were included in the kit this month, and I don't know where they're from. They kind of look like a print and cut. And then I cut the stem, or these leaves, off of the cherries. There was a little bundle of cherries in the kit, and I didn't think I'd use the cherries, but I cut their leaves off of them, and I'm going to use those. So I think the leaves tucked under that flower will look nice. So I want to grab some craft foam here. I think these are actually the Stampin' Up! Foam dots, and I'm going to add those dimensional elements, I think they're called. We'll add those under the flower. I want to put this kitty cat on here. Dale loves cats so much, and we're at home for these photos. So I thought the cat would be nice. I don't think it's going to work down here, so I'm going to set it aside, and I want to try to work this in somewhere on the layout, but I just don't think this is the right place. I'm trying it here, but I don't like the way that looks. I'm kind of tapping my fingers thinking, I really like the flower though at the bottom, so I'm going to add that flower again and those leaves that I cut from the cherries embellishments. And I'm going to move this cat around the page to see where he goes, and I love it over here on this left side, and I think that's perfect. So I'm going to grab some foam, and I'm going to put some foam underneath the kitty cat over there. And it kind of looks like he's part of the family and looking in too. I love that. And he's that teal color, which brings in some more teal over to the left side of my page. Since I've got the word details on the right, I feel like that just balances out the color. And then there's also some teal in the leaves for that flower, so that really just all flows nicely. Now I'm putting the foam on the back of the kitty cat, so we'll put him over here. I don't want him to cover up my tenderloin, but there's some dead space over there, so I think that that works well to place him on the left. Now, since I have a flower in the bottom right, I'm going to add this larger flower up here to the upper left, and I'm going to add some foam on here because all that is, and it can overlap the photo because that's just the top of the box. And then there were these, I apologize, I'm off camera a little bit here, but there's some green leaves that were included in the embellishment kit. And I love these leaves. They're really, really pretty. Now, I like the placement of these, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of tape, and I'm actually going to tape these down just some double-sided tape here. I'm just going to tape them because that's where I want them. And then I'm going to put the foam on the back of the flower and add the flower now. So we'll put the flower up here. Get that added. This layout came together so quickly. And I've got a few more finishing touches. I do have a little strip from my last layout that I made of this. This was actually a zip strip that was at the top of the layout. And I just cut a little piece of it with these hearts. And I like that those hearts down there, I think that finishes off nicely down here. And then on this sticker sheet, I want to look here to see if there's anything else I can add. Now I do see some gold hearts and I love that gold detail. So I'm going to pull off a couple hearts here. I'm going to add a couple hearts to one of those little tickets because I'm not going to write on the ticket because my journaling's all at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to add the hearts to the ticket, and then I like to add things in groups of 3. So I'll add another one somewhere. I'm going to place it down here next to these hearts, and I like the way that looks. And that's all the hearts. Oh, there's one more. I placed one more up here, and that just kind of ties that all together. Now, looking at the layout, I do still need to add, I did add this leaf here, this little sticker, and this is just a black and white, and I think it just kind of ties along with the black and the white that I have going on. So we add that. And I was thinking about adding 2, but there's really not enough room to add 2, and I've already got the other 2 leaves, so it didn't really make sense to me to add another, although I really like those leaves. I'm seeing if there's any wordy bits that I can add, and I do find one that says, "Take it all in." So I'm going to pull that off the sticker sheet, and I was really taking it all in, admiring that giant tenderloin, which was so delicious, by the way. Oops, I picked up 3 here. Let me put a couple back down, and I will add this to the layout, and that will be the last detail that I add besides adding my thread in. So I will add the thread off camera and give you a closer look at the layout. So let me pull the thread in here, and there we go. So if you've enjoyed this layout, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. I'll leave a link to the full unboxing down below, as well as a link to the My Creative Scrapbook website where you can get lots of ideas that the other design team members use for inspiration with your kit. And I'll also leave link down below a link to our Facebook group where we all share lots of different ideas. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.